Were you considering going into LPT, looking at that cloud-based brokerage, and wondering what the fees and the expenses are, and how to really maximize your return on investment when you come into a company like this? Well, that's what we're going to go over in this video. We're going to talk about all the fees, your sign up, your monthly fees, transactional, your annual fees. We'll talk about the different tracks that you can go on, whether it's a business builder, rev share. They got stock. We'll talk about that and how the rev share goes and the different tools that you'll get with that. If that's what you're interested in, then stick around for this video. What's up, everybody? This is Tim Whittemore with the Whittemore Group here with LPT Realty, coming at you with some more great information for you. If you are a brand new agent, seasoned agent, and you're looking to excel your career, this is the channel you need to be on. We have everything for you. I've walked through a lot. I've been the single agent, team agent, buyer's agent, team lead, and I've done it in 3 different states. It's just been crazy, and I've made, well, a lot of mistakes. But I want you to be able to live vicariously through me so you can come in to be a rock star in your career, however that looks for you. They say that you are the sum of the 3 people that you listen to. Let me be one of those voices to help you get to the desired outcome of your career. So in this video, we're going to be talking about LPT for the brokerage and the different fees and expenses to see if it's right for you. Is it right for everybody? Absolutely not. Is it right for a certain type? Well, yes, and it's possibly you. So let's talk about some of these things. When you get into a cloud-based brokerage, there are some fees that you may not necessarily be privy to. Now, that's also going to be the same thing when you look into your regular brick and mortars. Is one better than the other? It depends upon what you're going to be looking for and the sort of support that you're going to get. So on LPT, let's look at a base level. Number one, your sign-up fees. Now, a lot of times different brokerages will charge $150, $200, or north of that to sign up. For LPT, it's a big old goose egg. It's zero. There's no sign-up fee. Now, other brokerages, cloud-based brokerages, do have monthly fees as well. In this, at LPT, there is, once again, 0 monthly fees. This is great if you're trying to get your career going, right? Because you don't have to spend money while you're not making any money. So this is sounding pretty good. Now, there is something that you will have to pay. It's a transaction fee. So every single transaction that you do, there is a $195 fee that is attached to that. Now, granted, if you do have certain buyers or sellers, you can have them pay for that specific fee. There are some ways around it, even VAs. VA borrowers, you can still get them to pay for the fee, providing that you know how to write it in correctly, given the state compliance and the Veterans Affairs compliance as well. And there is one other fee that you'll want to know about is you do have an annual fee. It's $500. But here's the kicker when it comes to this, right? Because you're like, man, this is a lot. I had to get my license. I had to get this renewal. I had to do all these things, right? Maybe you had to pay to transfer your license depending upon what state you're in. They did that in Ohio. It's crazy. But when it comes to your annual fee, that's not due until you close your deal, your first deal with LPT. Now, how cool is that, right? You don't actually pay any money until you make money. So you could go 6 months and not pay them anything. But that first transaction, you start building your real estate momentum, boom, there it is. You've got the money, now we'll collect it. Now, if you go a full year, you don't do any business, then they're going to charge you that $500 annual fee at the end of your first anniversary year. But if you're in here and you're in here to do real estate like most of us are, then it's going to be paid for and it'll be good to go. All right, so those are the fees, but we want to talk about our return on investment. What are we going to get from this brokerage? So the interesting thing about LPT, which is different from your EXPs, your Reels, and all the rest, is that it has 2 tracks. So you have a business builder, and you have a revenue share partner. Most of the other ones that you've probably looked at just have revenue share, which is the 80-20 split, where you get 80, they get 20. And then you have a cap of some sort. In LPT, the cap is $15,000. Once you do that, you get 100% of your commissions until the end of your anniversary year, and then it resets, right? And then you have your business builder, right? And that business builder is different. It's basically a 100% capped 100% cap track, okay? where you're going to pay $500 per transaction until you do 10 transactions, then you're 100% capped. So that's pretty cool too. So you're only going to pay them $5,000 on the one side or up to $15K on the other. Why would you choose those different tracks? The reason being is that maybe you're building your career and you don't have a whole lot of transactions to get up to that $15K. I'm going to do Business Builder first. Wait, can I transfer back and forth from Business Builder to RevShare Partner? You absolutely can. Okay. So from a Business Builder, maybe you build up and then you see you're recruiting people in, they're seeing what you're doing, they love the company, they become part of your downline. Yes, you can still put people in your downline even though you're not part of the RevShare. And then at some point you look and they're like, hey, you're doing business. I'm going to jump to the RevShare side. And then once you do that, then all those people become active and now you start getting paid from their RevShare coming up to you. It's pretty cool, right? So you can stay as a business builder until you move the momentum for your career and then you can jump over. But are there other reasons to go to a RevShare partner versus a business builder? Yes, there absolutely are. So you also have stock with this company, right? It hasn't even gone public yet, which is pretty cool. And how they give you stock will depend upon how many deals you do. So stock is going to be issued to you on your first, your third, your 10th, and your 35th transaction each and every year. So your number one will be 125 shares. That's shares, that's not dollars. 3 will be 125 at your third transaction. When you get to your 10th, it's going to be 1,250. That's your 35th. That's 2,500 that you could all get in 1 year. And these are all adding to. So if you recruit somebody on and they do one transaction in that year, you'll also get an additional 250 shares of stock for that one person. Kind of cool, right? Why would I want to go to the RevShare partner versus a business builder? Well, that was on the business builder side. Now, if you want to be a RevShare partner, you get those same number of stock, but multiply that by 1.4. 1.4 times 125, and you can start building that out to see exactly how much you're going to get. So you get extra stock as a RevShare partner, right? So all these things, we're talking about fees, we're talking about how much you got to contribute each year or the max that you can. Stock, what am I getting for this? So there's a couple things that this brokerage is going to give you, because a lot of times you can find 100% brokerage, but they don't give you anything, not even guidance, but to each your own, right? Sometimes you don't need that. But in this one, they're going to give you a CRM. Now, at this time, the CRM that they're using, which is attached to their website, is chime.me. Which will have a website and a CRM, customer resource management, a database basically, that you're going to be able to put all those people in and manage your database. Also at this time, it's not official yet, might be when you watch this, but they'll also pay for Follow-Up Boss if that's what you want instead, which would be great. They're also going to pay for Dotloop. So you're going to get Dotloop with this as well, which will help you with your transaction management, sending forms, things like that. You will also get LPT Connect. LPT Connect is that main source where you're going to have forums that you can go and ask questions. It's going to have tons and tons of training that you'll be able to get to, all of the recorded trainings from a dedicated trainer. You'll have access to different systems. You'll have your own email. You'll have all these other different things where you can get support at real time. Now, that's a big thing that I want when I'm in a brokerage, is that I can pick up the phone and call somebody. Or I can submit a ticket online if it's not that big of a deal and get it actually solved. They're really, really good, in my experience, in the state of Florida, of getting back to you on time, because they're putting the agent first, which is great. So if I have a brokerage question, I usually get a pretty good answer with that too. And if there's something else that I want to learn about, there's tons of stuff there as well. The other thing that you're going to have access to is listing power tools, LPT. Hey, there it is, right? The listing power tools, what they give you is a ton of print marketing for at cost, or in my opinion, it's less than at cost. If you get a listing, all you got to do is get some photos, upload it into their portal. They'll send you this big box, and full of it is nothing but print material. You get 3 different versions of this print material, but it will come in with a hanger that you can use, a sign writer that you can put under your hanging arm sign. and it will have all interior photos and whatever other ones that you have there. You'll also have a dedicated number to the top that people will call that will cultivate buyer leads for you. It'll go to your CRM and it'll be like, hey, somebody's there, ask about this. It will send you a text and you can call them real time while they're sitting in front of the property. This is free, by the way. All you have to do is pay for the shipping and handling. So $10 or wherever you live. They give you postcards. They give you business cards. They give you the little ones that you fold in half that you can just put in random places. And all of them are branded to the listing. The power of this isn't necessarily door hangers. There's tons more stuff in there. But the power of this is being able to bring one of these over to a listing appointment if they're on the edge of using you and go, boom, here's just some of the things that my broker does for you. Tangible items in front of them. This big old bulky box is going to be right there and go, here you go. This is some of the value that you're going to get, not to include what I'll be able to help you with. So you can also do mailers through their system. And again, it'll be nice, glossy, whatever, branded to you or to your team or whatever that is. And it's super cheap in comparison to some of the other ones that you may find in the marketplace, because the guy that owns LPT owns the printing company. So obviously that's going to help each other. There is also programs to get your face on billboards, electronic billboards throughout town. There are partnerships with homes.com in order to help you get listing leads. There are tons and tons of different value that you're going to get from LPT, and they're still growing. So at the time of this video, they've only been around for about maybe 2.5 years, and they are just growing into each state. So there's so much value, especially if you're looking to do rev share, of being able to bring people on kind of at the top echelon. And even if you don't care about rev share, this is a great place just to do business, to get the support that you need, get great tools for barely contributing really anything to them, and just being part of a great community. So that's all that I do have for you for LPT Realty fees and expenses, and maximizing your return on investment. If you have any questions about anything that I mentioned here, please leave it in the comments below. I love hearing from you guys. If you are considering coming over to LPT, or you're considering coming over to our team here in the Fort Walton Beach, Destin area, please reach out to me. I'd love to have a conversation with you. Just give me a call, text, email, find me on social media. Either way, we'll make sure that you get taken care of and your questions answered. But again, my name is Tim Whittemore. I'm with the Whittemore Group here with LPT Realty. We'll see you in our next video. Take care.
Are you considering buying or selling property in Crestview, Florida, but you want to know more about the market trends and home prices to decide if 2023 is a good time to make a move in the real estate market? Well, let's go ahead and explore the market trends and predictions for Crestview's home prices in 2023.